Hey everyone, this is Maria and welcome to a new video for Wealth Hackers. In this video, I want to talk to you about productivity tips, and on a weekly basis, I will be given from 2 and 2 tips in productivity for you to apply in your lives and see what best suits for you. So in this video, I'm going to talk about time boxing and prioritizing. So about time boxing, have you ever gotten to your computer, to your desk, and seen this huge calendar where you don't know where to start, when you're just exploding in a lot of meetings, when even it might happen that you have a lot of extra space, but your time isn't enough? So here I want to go to the time isn't enough, and time will never be enough, and things will always be more and more. We have to learn how to be more effective and more productive, because life won't just throw out responsibilities. So about time boxing, the beauty of time boxing relies mostly on the Parkinson's law. I'm sure many of you haven't heard about this productivity Parkinson's law, but once you listen to it, you will relate to it. So Parkinson's law says that the more time you have to do something, the less effective you are. And it's like when you have this huge project and it's due in a month or so, and you just leave it there and you leave it and you leave it because it's a long way for the project to be due. And then you just grab this surprise and the project is due in 3 days. So what the heck am I doing with this? That's the Parkinson's law. You extend what you have to do in the amount of time you have. So that's what the time boxing is here to solve. The time boxing is a technique where in your calendar you box out periods of time depending on the responsibilities, on the tasks, on the whatever you need to do on that day, on that week, on that month, to use your time effectively. So if you have 3 hours without a meeting, or maybe you need 3 hours to work out a project, you grab in your calendar and you book out these 3 hours, and you have to mentalize. This is about the mental power you have over your doing nothingness. And once you get to control your mind to use that space, that box you took for that same project, things will flow. You might end up ending projects on time. You might end up ending projects faster, and that's what I'm here to encourage you to try. Box out time for a specific task. Box out time for a report you have to do. Box out time for just whatever task you need to do for in the long term or short term. So good luck with it, and let me know if you try it. Now, about boxing time. How should I box out my time? Okay, so here I want to talk to you about the second tip for today, prioritizing. And with this, it's not the same to prioritize based on if I want to do it, but it's not important, or with the fact that I have a report that I need to get by today, because if not, my boss is going to fire me. Okay, so you have to learn how to prioritize, to use well your time. Okay, so here I'm going to use one tip I read in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People from Stephen Covey. He says that there are 4 quadrants of the prioritizing method. So in this quadrant, and it's you You can go out to the internet to look for this quadrant, for this chart. And in this chart, it says that there are two axes, right? We have on one side the urgency, and we have on the other side the importance of the task, okay? So if we have highly urgent or not urgent, and we have highly important or not important, here we need to know if something is a priority for me or not. Anything within the high urgency and high importance should be my top priority, okay? After that, we have high urgency but not important. It's something we still need to work on and prioritize, because it is urgent for me to make it, to finish it, to deliver it, okay? Other thing is something that's not urgent but is important. This would be the third level of priority, and the fourth and least important, it's at least on least of the priorities, is the not important and not urgent, okay? So this would be the fourth and last level of priorities, and this shouldn't take as much of your time. Nonetheless, Stephen also says that we should work our time to never go to the first level of priority, which is highly urgent and highly important, because we need to be proactive with our tasks, with our responsibilities, and make it on time. So those are the two tips I wanted to talk to you about. Just wanted to tell you about the time boxing to remember the Parkinson's law. It is highly relatable, and it is really interesting. Once I heard about this law, it was just a mind-opening, because I had never heard about it, and since I started identifying this issue on me, I have been able to be more productive and to put me back on ground on what I have to do, even if I don't want to do it, even if I have a lot of time. But maybe in a lot of time, I'll just have a lot of things to do, and I'll just be exploding with everything I have to do. So the time boxing, try it out, and the prioritizing per level of priority. So I hope you use it. If it works, let me know. The priorities has been an awesome tip for me, and life is an experiment. Try it out, let me know, and I hope it works for you. Thank you for joining.